Quality of training camps varies, of course. This must be near the top end. Inside, did I converse with Koto Shoho and analyze his bouts so far? Let me not give his tactics away. But let's just say they did not work on Ichi Yamamoto. Those of you who missed yesterday's video might want to check the section about his tactics, as told to me by his ex-colleague. Dismayed by his run of defeats to higher-ranked men in May, Yamamoto's been consciously working on forward force, hence his discontent with the manner of victory. Had I encroached 1 or 2 steps more, it would have looked even better, he said. Let me focus some more on wrestlers I know, as the insights will be deeper. Having dealt with the second tier's heaviest man yesterday, Shimazu Umi now turned to the division's lightest. Our first look at Enho this time. Assuming Enho fans could look at that. I explained Shimazu's charge yesterday. That's why Enho tries this move from the other side. But Shimazu half expects it, and is well trained in mid-bout reversals, judging by that session I saw. In comes his right, on comes the drive, and Enho responds with all he knows. The leg in between his opponents, causing Shimazu to drag his right foot back and avoid the trip or pivot. 10 years did he chase this salaried status. He'd take on 5 men at once to keep it. Also at this level, Atami Fuji has struggled for composure as his form falls below his talent. "Not once have I imposed my style," he scathingly said of his first 3 matches. And after failing to land his outside left here, did his stature shrink again, as he lost to a 1-wrestler stable. Yes, Mitoryu is now friendless at Nishikido, and has likely been training at adjacent Hakkaku. Atami, meanwhile, has accused himself of bottling brave moves. His stable's esteemed sumo names must now coach him through. Let's briefly drop down a division for another sample of Hakuho's student Raiho. Still working that trip throw, I see. A first win on his maiden Division 3 outing. And now for some life at the top. Magnetizing controversy this evening is Takakeisho and his reaction to this. Well beaten was he in much the same fashion as last year, in the bout which saw him injured. But, I presume in world game style, did he constantly touch his top knot to suggest the foe who tugged his hair in November had done so again. Ichinojo clearly hit the knot, but in no way grabbed it, prompting NHK pundit Mitakeumi to say, "Come on, Ozeki, does someone of your esteemed rank really want to be seen praying for a hair pull?" Ichinojo is still without loss. Also scorned was Mitakeumi. For this, a move he deployed on Endo when fretting in May, and by a crowd who'd shown him goodwill until then. And, as with Endo, he chose to justify with broadly the same words. "He came in lower than me, so what does he expect?" Mitake said. "My body just reacted. I'm moving well, reading my opponents, not in bad condition really." He has, however, vowed to please us more tomorrow. 3 more defeats have spelt winnable fixture time for Shodai, as sumo chiefs scramble to give him a boost. With Ho Shoryu, he'd won his past 3. Well, kind of. Make that past 4 on paper after a remarkable rope spin and signature put down of a man driving forward with his right. "If I can't steal a march in the charge, I get flustered," the Ozeki confessed. "So today I was more cautious, making sure to collide at the same height and stay solid. Those arm pulls had me panicking though." And that is the shot they will doubtless use. Finally, Kotonowaka, who I glimpsed but did not speak to today, took sword and shield to Fort Terunofuji. But again couldn't get past the portcullis. "It would have been better with both arms inside, but I had to try and avoid getting grabbed," was Kotonowaka's assessment. "I should have forced the issue a little more," he added. So, the Yokozuna's flow is back. Will his best friend stem it, or be flooded completely? Join us tomorrow to see.